ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನಂಜುಂಡಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ಮೈ lecture on mathematics, theory of equations, session 28. General problems like roots are in AP, GP and sum or product of the roots given, etc. Session objective is to study polynomial equations and to learn different methods of solving the polynomial equations when roots of the given equations are in AP, HP and sum or product of the roots given, etc. Session outcome: students will be able to obtain solution of the polynomial equations in which roots are in AP, HP, sum or product of the roots given, etc. Prerequisites: the first of all, the student must know definition and examples of theory of equations, relation between the roots and coefficients of a polynomial equations, polynomials with integral coefficients, synthetic divisions, solving polynomial equations of roots are irrational or complex. Important facts: to solve a cubic equation in which roots are in AP, consider the roots as alpha minus beta, alpha plus beta. Next, to solve biquadratic equation in which roots are in AP, consider the roots as alpha minus 3 beta, alpha minus beta, alpha plus beta, alpha plus 3 beta. Next one, to solve cubic equations in which roots are in GP, so consider the roots as alpha by beta, alpha into beta. Next one, to solve biquadratic equation in which roots are in GP, consider the roots as alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Then the ratio, that is beta by alpha equals gamma by beta equals delta by gamma, so which implies alpha into delta equals beta into gamma. By knowing the value of alpha, beta, gamma, delta equals product of all roots, we can solve the given equations. Next, to solve equation whose roots are in HP, we transform the given equation into another whose roots are reciprocals of the roots of the given equation. That is, we replace x by 1 by x in the given equation and observe the transferred equation whose roots are in AP. Next, to solve biquadratic equation in which the two roots are purely imaginary, then consider the roots as plus or minus I into alpha, beta, gamma. Next, so to solve cubic equation in which the two roots are in the ratio P is to Q, then consider the roots as P into alpha, Q into alpha, beta. So on the basis of above facts, we can take some problems. The first one, solve a cubic equation given that two of its roots being in the ratio 3:4. As usually we can use the fact what we have taken. Let the roots be 3 alpha comma 4 alpha comma beta. Therefore, the sum of the roots, that is 3 alpha plus 4 alpha plus beta equals minus b by a. Here b is minus 1, a is 2, therefore 1 by 2. So simplification, 7 alpha plus beta equals 1 by 2. Otherwise, we can take the expression for beta equals 1 by 2 minus 7 alpha, call it as equation number 1. And again, once again we will take their sum, 3 alpha 4 alpha plus 4 alpha into beta plus 3 into 3 alpha equals c by a. Here c is minus 22, a is 2, therefore minus 11. After simplification of the above equation, it becomes 12 alpha square plus 7 alpha beta equals minus 11. Otherwise, now we will take the substitution of beta by using 1, it takes this form. After the simplification, the above equation, so by taking the LCM as 2 and summing the like powers, it becomes 74 alpha square minus 7 alpha minus 22 equals 0. Otherwise, alpha equals minus 1 by 2 r over 22 by 37. Now I consider alpha equals minus 1 by 2, then from 1 beta becomes 4. Again 3 alpha equals minus 3 beta, 4 alpha equals minus 2, therefore beta equals plus 4. Therefore the roots are minus 3 by 2 comma minus 2 comma 4. Second one, solve the biquadratic equation, that is x power 4 plus etc minus 8 equals 0, given that the two roots of the equation are purely imaginary. Let the roots be minus alpha and their negative comma beta and gamma. The sum of the roots minus alpha, I into alpha minus I into alpha plus beta plus gamma equals minus b by a, therefore minus 6, which implies plus I alpha minus I alpha will be cancelled, remaining beta plus gamma, that is equal to minus 6. Also we have I into alpha plus minus I into alpha equals 0 because the result is 0. Let I into alpha, their product, minus I into alpha equals p. Then we know that that's the quadratic expression, x square minus I alpha plus minus I alpha into x plus their product equals 0. So here plus minus will be cancelled, therefore total x term is 0, which implies x square minus plus into minus minus I into I square, that is plus, therefore alpha square equals 0. Similarly, we know that x square minus beta plus gamma times of x plus beta gamma is equal to 0. So otherwise this become x square plus 6x plus q equals 0, where q equals the product of beta into gamma. Now x power 4 plus 6xq minus 16x square plus 24x minus 80 can be written as product of this quadratic equation, that is x square plus p into x square plus 6x plus q equals 0. So if you multiply and equating the like term of x square, we get 6p equals 24, therefore p is equal to 6, and the sum of p plus q equals minus 16. If I equate x square like powers to the LHS side, that is p plus q equals minus 16. So we know p, so on the basis q equals minus 20. Therefore x square plus p equals 0, that means p equals 4, x square plus 4 equals 0, therefore x equals plus or minus 2y. It is a complex root. And x square plus 6x plus q, we know q, that is minus 20. Therefore x square plus 6x minus 20 equals 0. This implies x equals minus 3 plus or minus root of 29. Therefore the roots are plus or minus 2i comma minus 3 plus or minus root of 29. Next one, solve if two roots of the equation, that is biquadratic equation, equals 0 or of the form alpha plus I into beta and beta plus I into alpha. So solution to this, we know that alpha plus I into beta is a root, which implies their conjugate is also a root, and beta plus I into alpha is a root, its conjugate beta minus I into alpha is also a root. Therefore sum of the roots, now we will take summing all these roots, alpha plus I into beta plus alpha minus I into beta plus beta plus I into alpha plus beta minus I into alpha equals minus b by a. Here b is minus 6 to a is 1, that is plus 6. Now simplify all these, we get 2 alpha plus 2 beta equals 6, otherwise alpha plus beta is equal to 3, call it as equation number 1. Now let us see the product, their products, that is e by a, that is e is 25, the a is 1, that is 25. So simplification of the LHS side, the first one it is in a minus b like that, second one is also like that. So this simplification will become alpha square plus beta square to the power of 2 equals 25, because I square that become minus 1, again minus into minus, that is plus 1, totally it become real and its square. Therefore putting the square root on both sides, alpha plus beta square is equal to 5. Now we know the standard expression for calculating another value, alpha plus beta. A square plus b square equals a plus b whole square minus 2a into b. If I apply this formula to calculate a plus beta, therefore a plus beta whole square equals alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta equals 5. So on the basis, now if I take alpha square plus beta square is equal to 5, here we may get alpha beta is equal to 2 by using 1. And also we know that x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0, which implies x square minus alpha plus beta, okay, that is 3, x square minus 3x plus 2 equals 0, because alpha into beta, that is 2, alpha plus beta, that is 3, which implies x equals 1 comma 2. That means we will take alpha equals 1 and beta equals 2, which implies alpha plus or minus I into beta, that means 1 plus or minus 2i, and beta plus or minus I into alpha, that is 2 plus or minus I. Therefore the roots are 1 plus or minus 2i, 2 plus or minus I. Next one, solve the equation, that is cubic equation whose roots are in AP. Let the roots of the cubic equation be alpha minus beta comma alpha plus beta as per our note. Let us see their sum. Therefore minus b by a, that is b is minus 12, again a is 1, that is plus 12. So here plus beta minus beta will cancel. Totally there is some 3 alpha is equal to 12, therefore alpha becomes 4. Once you know alpha is equal to 4, on the basis by using the synthetic division we can calculate the remaining roots. When x equals 4 by synthetic division, the differential equation is x power 4 minus 8x plus 7 is equal to 0. Therefore the factors are x minus 1, x minus 7. Therefore the roots are x equals 1 and 7. Hence the given roots of the equations are 1, 4, 7. Next one, solve the equation by quadratic equation whose roots are GP. Now we know that Let the roots of the cubic equation be alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Then the ratio like that, which implies alpha delta equals beta gamma. Since their product alpha beta gamma that is equal to 64, otherwise we can factor alpha delta equals beta gamma equals 8 or minus 8. Let us take it as plus 8. The factors corresponding to these roots are of the form x square minus px plus 8 comma x square minus qx plus 8. Thus we have the biquadratic becomes x square minus px plus 8 x square minus p of q of x plus 8. Equating coefficient of like powers of x, we get p plus q equals minus 15 and their product equals 54. Therefore, p and q are the roots of the equation k square plus 15k plus 54 equals 0. Otherwise, these factors are k plus 6, k plus 9 equals 0. It follows that k equals minus 6 and k equals minus 9. Let us we take p equals minus 6 and q is equal to minus 9. The given equation may be written as x square plus 6x plus 8 into x square plus 9x plus 8 equals 0. Now we factorize these biquadratic equation. It becomes x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 1, x plus 8 equals 0. Therefore, the roots, hence the roots of the given equation are minus 1, minus 2, minus 4, minus 8. Next, solve the equation, one more biquadratic equation, given that the product of the two of its roots is unity. The given equation is x power 4 etc. minus 1 equals 0. Yes, given that the product of all the four roots equals minus 1, but by data the product of the two roots equals 1. Ultimately, the product of the other two roots must be minus 1. Let the factors corresponding to these roots be x square minus px plus 1 and x square minus qx minus 1. Now here, if I take these two quadratic equation equal to the biquadratic equation, we will make equating coefficients of like powers of x we have. Now let us see the coefficient of x cube in the LHS side and RHS side, that is minus of p plus q is equal to minus 2, minus will be cancelled, therefore p plus q is equal to 2. Next coefficient of x, that is p minus q equals 4. After solving p plus q equals to p minus q is equal to 4, we may get p equals 3 and q equals minus 1. Thus, the equation 1 becomes x square minus 3x plus 1 into x square plus x minus 1 is equal to 0, which implies that the roots are x equals 3 plus or minus root 5 by 2 and x equals minus 1 plus or minus 5 by 2. Hence, the roots are x equals 3 plus or minus root by 2 and x equals minus 1 plus or minus root 5 by 2. So, on the basis, similarly, we can take some problems in the form of an exercise. Find the roots of the equation, that is biquadratic equation, given that the roots are in AP. Again, one more, solve the equation, it is also biquadratic, given whose roots are in GP. And one more biquadratic equation, given that it has two roots equal in magnitude and opposite in sign. And one more, solve the equation, again it is also a biquadratic equation, given that the difference of two of the roots is equal to the difference of the other two. And one more quadratic equation, cubic equation, 8x cube minus 14x square plus 7x minus 1 is equal to 0, given that the roots are in GP. Now we will take some multiple choice questions on the basis of the above concept. First one, if alpha beta are the roots of the quadratic equation, then the quadratic equation is, the answer is B. Second one, if the roots of the biquadratic equation are in AP, then the roots of the equation are of the form, the option is C. Next, if the roots of the cubic equation are in the ratio 4:5, then the roots of the equation may be of the form, the option is C. Next, if the roots of the quadratic equation are purely imaginary, then the roots of the equation may be of the form, option is D. If sum of the two roots of the biquadratic equation is 0, then the sum of the other two roots is also 0. The option is C. These are some books I referred to prepare the concept of theory of equations. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.